You guys really seem to be enjoying these historic rebuilding videos, so today I am back with another one, and in the poll, in the last rebuilding historic teams video, the 97-98 Jazz did end up winning the poll. Now, yes, to some of you guys, you're like, well, this team doesn't necessarily need rebuilding, considering they made it to the finals, 2 years in a row, and lost to the Bulls 2 years in a row. Yes, I fully understand that, but a lot of you guys were telling me to get Karl Malone and John Stockton a ring, and really just looking at the roster, it's only them two, and then basically no one else. Like, Jeff Hornacek is the only other player above an 80 overall. The rest is straight garbage, and look at how many filler players they have. What, 1, 2, 3, 4? They have 4 filler players. I don't know why this dude is higher than Antoine Carr and Adam Keefe and Greg Foster, but hey, that's none of my business. Now, a lot of you guys have been telling me to start including teams from that year. So, like, for example, if we go over to the Chicago Bulls, you have the 97-98 Chicago Bulls in this rebuilding video. And then also, if I can remember the other team, the San Antonio Spurs with the rookie Tim Duncan and David Robinson. David Robinson wasn't the rookie, I was just like saying, and David Robinson. And then obviously, the other one from 97-98, you have Shaq and you have rookie Kobe. So let me know if you guys like that idea. I mean, you guys have been telling me to start including other teams from that year while I do these videos. So, like I said, let me know if you like that idea. But let's get right on into the trades, as I am looking to help bring Utah a championship for the first time in franchise history. In the first trade of today's video, we will be sending Shannon Anderson and Adam Keefe to the Brooklyn Nets for Bojan Bogdanovic and Markel Brown. Now, with this trade, we do get an upgrade at the small forward position in Bojan Bogdanovic, and then we also get a nice backup shooting guard in Markel Brown. So now, the starting lineup, Bogdanovic is in the starting 5 now, and honestly, I don't think I've ever gotten him in any one of my rebuilding videos. Let's see if the Denver Nuggets will accept this trade. Greg Ostertag, William Jones, and a 2017 first-round pick for Nikola Jokic and Axel Tupain, and they are not looking to give him up. What if I gave you also a 2019 first-round pick, and they're still not looking to do so? So let's take Jokic out of the equation, and let's put in, do I put in Laverne or Nurkic? That is the question. I mean, let's just put in Laverne. Let's just put in Laverne and see what happens. And they want a first-round pick and a second-round pick in exchange for Jakar Sampson. So we will definitely go ahead and accept this trade. Yes, we are getting rid of our first-round pick, but I really envision us doing really well in the playoffs. So that first-round pick won't really matter in the NBA draft. Now, we do need some backups on the team because our bench right now, like our 6th man is a 71 overall. Mario Chalmers, let's go ahead and sign you to a 1-year deal. We do have about $45 million in cap, so I'm not really too worried about, okay, roster's full. What I was going to say, I'm not really too worried about, like, not getting any players that I want. So, really, we have way too many point guards, so let's just get rid of some filler players. John Brown, you're gone, and I think that's really it. Howard Isley, I mean, I'll keep you. Why not? And then Markel Brown, actually, keep you. And I think that's it for all of the filler players. But I do need a backup center. So Larry Sanders, welcome to the Utah Jazz. So since we do need a backup shooting guard, Axel Tupain will be getting released. And small forward, I mean, it's not really the best. So Robert Williams, let's release you as well. Just kidding. We can't because we need to keep 13 players on the team. Let's see, Gary Neal or try and get Ray Allen his, third ring? Third ring, right? Because Celtics and then 2 with the Heat. So let's try to get him his 3rd ring and make him go out with a ring with his retirement. And then obviously we need a backup small forward. And there aren't really any here. So what I will do is look for a backup small forward in the trade finder. Right here, we are getting Gerald Green and Darrell Wright from the Miami Heat, and we are only giving up Jakar Sampson, Antoine Carr, and a 2017 first-round pick. Now, with this trade, yes, I do realize that I do have Ray Allen. With this trade, I will be changing, where is he at? I will be changing Joe Green's position to a small forward, considering that's what he's been for most of his career, and that is his secondary position. And now he is still a 73 overall, but that does give us, 2 nice small forwards right now. So Robert Williams, you are getting released. And really, we do not have a power forward. So let's go to the free agents and Boozer Barg or Reggie Evans. Ooh, Jarnell Stokes isn't bad. He is 21 years old. What is his potential? C plus potential, not the best. AK-47 played for the Jazz, so did Boozer. But I do get Boozer a lot, but then again, I don't care, and it's for 1 year. So Boozer, welcome to the 97-98 Utah Jazz, and that is it for all of my moves here in season number 1. So here is our rotation at the start of season number 1. We got John Stockton, John Hornacek, Bojan Bogdanovic, Karl Malone, and Larry Sanders. Is his name John? It's Jeff. Okay. I knew when I said John, it sounded really awkward. It's Jeff Hornacek, and then off the bench, we do have Mario Chalmers, Joffrey Laverne, Ray Allen, Carlos Boozer, and let's run a 10-man rotation instead of a 9-man rotation. So that way Joe Green can get some minutes, and he is obviously the 10th man. And then the 4 players that are not getting any minutes. So this season will be difficult considering we do have to go up against the Warriors and the historic Spurs. And if we make it to the finals, we are most likely facing Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. So I'm here at the trade deadline, and this season really has not gone according to plan. We are not in the playoff picture whatsoever, and I really just need to make a move here. So Jeff Hornacek and my 2018 first-round pick are going to the Boston Celtics for Avery Bradley and Tyler Zeller. Now, in this trade, we are getting younger, and we are upgrading the shooting guard position, considering Avery Bradley will progress a lot better. And yeah, 25 and 28 at the trade deadline, but we are only a game and a half back of the Portland Trail Blazers. So now basically, why is Ray Allen getting that many minutes? Like, I get it, he's averaging 12 points per game, but maybe I could trade him. Who knows what can happen? I mean, 74 years old, 74 overall. I just said that this man was 74 years old. Oh my God. Okay, well, there are really no trades here. I mean, J.R. Smith, you know what? I mean, should I? Let's see. Let's just see. 12, 2, 2, and like half. 12 and a half, 2. You know what? Yes. You know what? I don't care. Let's do it. J.R. Smith, well, welcome to the Jazz, and I think that's really it in terms of trades I'm making here at the trade deadline. John Stockton is already starting to go down, and he's only averaging 8 assists per game with 2 steals. Definitely not good at all, but Karl Malone is beastin', man. 20 points, 11 boards with 4 assists and 1.5 block. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season where hopefully we can end up getting some kind of playoff spot. I don't care what spot we're in. As long as we make the playoffs, I'm fine. And at the end of season number 1, Kevin Durant does end up winning the NBA MVP award. Tim Duncan wins the Rookie of the Year, 25 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 3.5 blocks, and 53% shooting. That is absolutely insane. Donald Sloan does win the 6th Man of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal wins Defensive Player of the Year, 27 points, 14.5 rebounds with 3 blocks. Mike Conley does win the NBA Most Improved Player, and the coach of the 97-98 Lakers does end up winning the Coach of the Year as they go 61-21, good enough for first or second in the Western Conference. And on the All-NBA third team, along with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan made the All-NBA third team. I don't really understand how Reggie Jackson, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden beat him out for that. But Karl Malone does make the All-NBA third team. His numbers on the year, 21 points, 11.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block on the year. But other than that, no one else made any other All-NBA or All-Rookie teams. So we did end up making the playoffs. We are 45-37, 8 games above 500. And we are taking on the historic San Antonio Spurs. Here is our lineup at the start of the playoffs. And then the bench, once again, running a 10-man rotation. And the Spurs, if you're not familiar with the 97-98 Spurs, I did show them in the beginning of the video, but here it is, man. We are going up against the Rookie of the Year in Tim Duncan. I mean, basically the Twin Towers, Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Let's see how this will end up going down. I have no idea. Well, they win game 1 by 18 points. They win game 2. How do you score 51 points in an NBA playoff game, man? Like, that's all I'm saying. Game 3, yep, alright, so we just got swept. Yep, alright, so we get swept by the 97-98 San Antonio Spurs. And are they going to make it to the finals? No. The Thunder end up winning the championship. And you're going to sit here and tell me that the current day Indiana Pacers would beat the 97-98 Bulls. Like, 2K's tripping, man. And the Thunder end up winning the NBA Finals as Kevin Durant most likely. Yes, he does win the Finals MVP in 7 games. And in 39.5 minutes, averaged 29 points, 8 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, and 3.5 turnovers. So after day one of free agency, look at these guys that want to come to the Utah Jazz, man. First of all, Karl Malone and Hassan Whiteside. I'm just going to let you guys just think about that for a second. That is absolutely insane. And then we are getting Austin Rivers to be our backup point guard, Allen Crabbe to be our backup shooting guard. If the Blazers do not match the offer sheet, can't blaze more 420 blaze it, man. We will be bringing him to the team. Luol Deng, because I mean, I like having that firepower, whether it is in the starting lineup or it is on the bench. But I'm pretty sure Luol Deng will be our starting small forward with Blazemore and Bogdanovic being on the bench. And then why not get Dennis Rodman from the 97-98 Chicago Bulls? Welcome all 6 of you guys. And as you can see, I tried to get Bradley Beal. I was like literally 300,000 short of matching the Thunder's offer. But he's not coming. But we are getting John Lure to also be on the team, to also be another power forward on this team. And while I'm at it, let's go out and bring J.R. Smith right back to the Utah Jazz. 5.8 over 2 years. JR, welcome back to the Utah Jazz. So here is our starting rotation at the start of season number 2. We are obviously led by John Stockton at the point guard position. Then we got Avery Bradley, Luol Deng, Karl Malone, and Hassan Whiteside. And then off the bench, I mean, honestly, I would much rather have J.R. Smith be our 6th man, but that's just me and my opinion. So J.R. Smith is our 6th man. Then you got Dennis Rodman, Joffrey Laverne, Jeff Lure, and Allen Crabbe. And Blazemore is not getting any minutes, but our lowest rated players are a 76 overall. That is definitely very impressive. I mean, really, we could run a 13-man rotation. Like, we honestly could, to be honest. That would decrease the starters' minutes, but let's just run a 13-man rotation for the first half of the year and just see what happens. I am definitely expecting us to be a top 5 seed in the Western Conference with all of these great pickups that we just made in the offseason. And at the end of season number 2, once again, Kevin Durant does end up winning the MVP award, this time averaging 28.5 points, 9 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2 steals with 2 blocks. Ben Simmons, he's on the Washington Wizards as he does end up winning the Rookie of the Year. Kyle O'Quinn wins 6th Man of the Year. I have never seen that before in 2K. Tim Duncan, he wins the Defensive Player of the Year. I was going to say once again he wins Rookie of the Year, but he's not a rookie. 23.5 points, 16 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3.5 blocks. That is absolutely insane. Kobe wins the Most Improved Player, 24.5 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steal, 1 block. And Kevin Garnett, our coach, ends up winning the Coach of the Year. We go 59-23, good enough for first in the Western Conference. We did end up finishing 1 game ahead of the Oklahoma City Thunder for first in the Western Conference and 5 ahead of the Golden State Warriors. Here are the rest of the standings. I mean, basically, it's us, the Thunder, the Warriors, and the Lakers, and then nobody else, to be honest. The Bulls with Rondo, MJ, Rudy Gay, Terrence Jones, Nene, and I have no idea where Scottie Pippen is. Maybe he got traded. Who knows? They go 39-43, and then the rest of the standings. There you go. The Cavs are the number 1 seed, considering LeBron stayed in Cleveland. And then the Sixers are somehow second with this trash lineup. Whoa, what was that noise? What the heck? And in round number 1, it is a rematch of last year's first round series against the San Antonio Spurs, except this time around, we are not a 7 seed or a 6 seed. Actually, we were the 6 seed last year. We are not a 6 seed, and they are not a 3 seed. We are the 1 seed, and they are the 8 seed. So let's see if we can come out of the series with a win, as we do end up winning game 1 in convincing fashion. They do tie it up, winning by 8 in game number 2. They're up 2-1. They are up 3 games to 1. Yo, 2K honestly just hates me, and if we don't win it this year, I have a possibility of losing Karl Malone in free agency, considering he's planning on entering free agency to gauge his market value. So we got to win 3 straight games to advance to the second round to go up against Shaq and Kobe or Scottie Pippen and the Sacramento Kings, because I did check their rotation, and, well, not their rotation, but their roster. And yeah, oh my God. How do you score 9 points in a quarter? How do you score 9 points in a quarter? Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to change this to like 10, right where it was. I mean, it was going well throughout the season because we finished with the best record in the league, but that didn't obviously work out in our favor, as the Thunder once again end up facing the Cavs in the finals, except this time the Cavs end up they end up winning the NBA championship in 7 games against the Thunder, and LeBron does win the finals MVP in 7 games, and in 41 minutes averaged 31 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. So we do definitely need to make some changes here in the offseason. So the first trade of the offseason is Luol Deng and Avery Bradley for Will Barton and Wilson Chandler. Now, I am making this move to clear up some cap space for free agency, which also means that Wilson Chandler will be gone, considering he's making like $12 million a year, and I really don't want that on the team. Like, yes, you are a good small forward, but there might be some better options in free agency for me to get. And why not bring back Gerald Green to the team? We will be accepting this trade from the Celtics for Gerald Green and Carlos Boozer. Now, really, I don't want Carlos Boozer on the team. Like, I'm just going to be real with y'all. So, Carlos Boozer, you are getting released because I don't want you on this team. So, looking at our salary cap situation, we do need to bring back Karl Malone. We do have $20 million in cap, and most of our cap right now, or most of our team's salary, is going to Whiteside and Stockton, respectively, because they are 2 of our best players. Real quick, though, let me just see what I can get for John Lure. I mean, 28 years old, 77 overall. You never know what is out there on the trade finder, and there is really nothing on the trade finder. So there are no worries. We are bringing back Karl Malone. He is a restricted free agent, which is very nice. He would be going to the Celtics if we weren't matching this deal. And then obviously we do need to bring back Joffrey Laverne to be our backup center to Hassan Whiteside. So we will definitely do that. And while I am here, and he's totally off the board, Bogdanovich, yeah, I tried to get Shabazz Muhammad, and of course he accepted another offer. So we are so far over the cap, like I gotta try and sign someone for the mid-level exception, which probably is just going to be someone really bad. But we do have Gerald Green there, but we don't have another small forward, so that's kind of not all that great. I will try my best. CJ McCollum to the Pacers. Oh my God, if that happens, like if that happens next year, think about it. If we get Jeff Teague too, CJ McCollum, Paul George, Miles Turner, and then in a dream world, Hassan Whiteside that's not going to happen. But hey, I like to dream big, so I will try to make a trade for a better small forward, considering I don't want Joe Green to be our starting small forward going into our final season. In the first trade of Season 3, we will be sending J.R. Smith and Allen Crabbe to the Toronto Raptors for Norman Powell and Corey Joseph, 2 players that definitely killed the Pacers in Game 7. It just really wasn't a fun time. But with this trade, we are getting younger and we are getting better at the shooting guard position, in my opinion. Now, I'm trying to get a better small forward, but like my only problem is, like, say I trade Joe Green and Rodman, for example. There is a trade for Kelly Oubre Jr. It's not here because I have to give up Blazemore, but like there's like really no good offers for a great small forward. So I'm going to keep on looking and then update you guys when I find a trade that I actually like. And this was the trade I was talking about, except now they don't want too much for Kelly Oubre Jr. So I will be sending Austin Rivers and Joe Green to the Washington Wizards for Kelly Oubre Jr. and Garrett Temple. Now, yes, I do realize that, I am getting rid of Austin Rivers, but we just made a trade for Corey Joseph, so it's not really the end of the world there. And the small forward position, I mean, it's not great. It is not great whatsoever, even though I love me some Kent Blazemore, okay? And Kelly Oubre Jr., I don't think I've really ever gotten him in any rebuilding video, but let's just see what I can get, as so far it's pretty trash, just like the Hawks in this game right now. The Hawks are down by like almost 40 at halftime. I'm doing this video during the Hawks and Cavs game, and yeah, they just really are not playing all that well. Joffrey Laverne, what can I get for you? And if there's nothing that comes, Joel Embiid, that's very tempting. That is absolutely extremely tempting, and I really, really, really would like to take it, but I don't really want to give up Kent Blazemore. Will they do that straight? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. They just did that trade straight up. Okay, so Joffrey Laverne for Joel Embiid, they did that trade straight up, and I mean, the team is not looking bad at all, man. It's just the small forward position is just kind of like one big yikes. But, I mean, like I said, team is not looking that bad. Starting 5 at the start of Season 3, we got John Stockton, Will Barton, Kelly Oubre Jr., Karl Malone, and Hassan Whiteside. Then off the bench, I don't want a center to be our 6th man. I really don't. So, our 6th man is now Norman Powell. Then we got Joel Embiid, John Lure, Corey Joseph, and Dennis Rodman. I would like to swap out Dennis Rodman for Kent Bazemore. That's just my opinion. Shout out to 2K for the same exact pose. So here we go. Let's simulate to the end of season number 3. Actually, I will simulate to the trade deadline because you never know what is going to happen with 2K. We might end up being the worst team in the Western Conference for all I know. And at the end of season number 3, Russell Westbrook does win the MVP award. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, and half a block per game. Harry Giles does win the Rookie of the Year as a member of the Houston Rockets. Goran Dragic wins 6th Man of the Year. I have no idea who is their starting point guard. Tim Duncan once again wins the Defensive Player of the Year, this time averaging 24 points, 14.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks on the year. Jamal Murray wins the Most Improved Player, and once again, Kevin Garnett does end up winning the Coach of the Year as we go 59 and 23. Once again, good enough for first in the Western Conference. And here is Karl Malone making the All-NBA third team, and his numbers on the season: 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block on the year. But other than that, no one else from our team made any of these All-Rookie, All-NBA, or All-Defensive teams. And we are taking on the Memphis Grizzlies here in the first round of the playoffs. Here are the standings. There was a two-way tie for second place in the Western Conference. The Bulls are 33 and 49 without Scottie Pippen, and the Cavs are 54 and 28 atop of the Eastern Conference. But we do have the best record in the NBA currently. And the Grizzlies, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, really no one too crazy here. But who is the Heat starting point guard? Markelle Fultz. Okay, so they benched Dragic for this rookie? Okay, makes perfect sense. Let's go ahead and not lose in the first round for once. That'd be absolutely amazing if we could actually get out of the first round. If we could actually get out of the first round, but we're taking on the Warriors. So, no thanks. And also, my voice is, slowly starting to, die. So, I apologize for that. They added Tony Roten, Jordan McRae, Deron Hilliard II. Bo gets hurt. Harrison Barnes is hurt. All right, game 1. Let's go ahead and win game 1 at home. And we do. We win by 6. They scored 130 points. 130 points in game 2 on the road. They go up 2-1 and probably 3-1. Oh, my God. Oh, man, we got to win 3 straight games against the Warriors, which is actually going to be pretty impossible considering the Warriors are the Warriors. But we do go out to a strong lead, and we do win this game by 42 points at home here in game number 5. Game 6 on the road here in actually, it's not Golden State. It's actually Oakland. Someone in one of my videos once, I said, oh, my God, are you kidding me? Oh, okay, 3-point game. Oh, my God, did we actually just won this game. We actually just won that game. I have no idea how in the world we just won this game. 45 points in the fourth quarter. Oh, my God, did you hear that? Oh, my God. Man, my voice is oh, man, I'm like gasping for air. But, hey, that's how you end up winning a game. You score 45 points in the fourth quarter. Game 7, we are at home. We definitely have all of the momentum here in the series, and it definitely is kind of showing. Okay, 10. Yep, 10. We are good. We are good, and we do end up winning by 14 points, scoring 40 points in the fourth quarter. The past 2 games, we have scored 85 points combined in the fourth quarter, which is absolutely insane. And we're taking on the 97-98 Los Angeles Lakers. Here's who they added to their team. They added Jeff Green, Donald Sloan, DJ Augustine, Andrew Nicholson, and Kufos and Zucchini, who is actually going to be in the draft this year. So if he gets drafted, you can definitely expect me to post on Twitter that Zucchini got drafted. Also, follow me on Twitter at CSB_YT. This is going to be a very tough series, but I do feel like Hassan Whiteside can manage himself against Shaq, but Kobe's definitely going to go ham against whoever our starting shooting guard is. It is Will Barton. So let's see what happens. All right, so we win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we just, okay, all right. Okay, I don't really understand anything about anything. I don't understand anything. 50 simulator difficulty. We somehow just swept this team. I have no idea how. and we are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the NBA Finals in Season 3. They had a Norris Cole, Gary Neal, Donatas Motiejunas, Terrence Jones, Salah Mejri, Steven Zimmerman II, or Stephen, I'm pretty sure it's Steven, Check Diallo. Wow, they have a lot of new players on the team. Like, the only players that are on the Cavs in real life that are on the Cavs in Season 3 are the big three: LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. Let's go ahead and win the NBA championship here in season number 3. Game 1 does go to us. We end up winning by 14. Game 2 goes to them. We win Game 3. We win Game 4, and we have a chance to win the NBA championship here at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's see if we can come out on top here in game number 5. Can we just score like 50 points in the fourth quarter? That'd be great. And no, we lose this game by 15 points. Kevin Love with 26 and 13. LeBron with 24 and 8. Kyrie only scored 11 points, and they still won by 15 points. So we are in Cleveland now. Let's see if we can win the series in Cleveland, just like the Warriors did this past season. And it's, oh my goodness. Wow, man, that second quarter really just put us over the top. And the 97-98 Utah Jazz end up winning the NBA championship in the third season. 39 points in the second quarter. We are up by 24 points. Blazemore with 25 points, Malone with 23, and then for them, really, I mean, LeBron 17 points, really, in Game 6, 17 points. Come on, LeBron, you are way better than that. So there you have it, man. We do end up winning the NBA championship in our third season against the 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers in 6 games. We kind of had a scare here, coming back from 3-1 down against the Golden State Warriors, but there is no need to fear because we do end up winning the NBA championship. And as you guys saw, Karl Malone does end up winning the Finals MVP in 6 games, and in 28 minutes, averaged 20 points, 6.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, and half a block with 1.5 turnover, and also shot 60% from the field. Dennis Rodman, he does end up retiring, going out with a ring, but other than that, really no one from our team retires, and that's basically it. And here is the championship roster led by Hassan Whiteside, Karl Malone, Will Barton, Joel Embiid, John Stockton, Norman Powell, Jeff Luer, Corey Joseph, Kelly Oubre Jr., Kent Blazemore, 420 Blaze It, Garrett Temple, and I also signed Pedrick Perkins like halfway through the season because I did not want a filler player on the roster, which we did have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. I'm gonna go not talk for about like 30 days, so that way my voice can not sound like this for the next video. Make sure to go vote in the poll down in the description for which historic team I should be rebuilding next, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.